and crew have managed to get up early, come down and paint the place and get this place booming. Look at it.
Yeah, I mean, we had a few issues with the paint and that. We might be trying to rectify them tomorrow. The idea was to paint it all back to its original colour, but like various things went wrong, as will happen when you're trying to organise a bunch of ragamuffin skateboarders. But like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, this is the start. The way we see it is it's going to like visually develop throughout the next few days. We're trying to get a photo wall going with like people bringing down photos and like whatever they got from different eras and that. But in terms of like the skateboarders coming together and uniting, it's like been amazing. Because like, you should have seen the first meeting that we had. It was absolute carnage. I mean, imagine like a bunch of skateboarders sat around a table trying to have like a business meeting. Half of the people hadn't been in that kind of situation where you have to take your turn to speak since school, you know? So it's like, but I guess the best thing about it, from like a community perspective, is that like, obviously with Southbank and in all skate scenes, you know, there's these little cliques and crews, you know, like there's always the cool guys and you know, all of this stuff. But like, with this event and everyone having to come together to like do it, it's like we've basically broken through all of that, and it's like we're all like completely on a united front now, and that's almost the most sort of fulfilling thing about it. So that was the first stage, is to get us organised. That took about a week and a half to like do and work out who was doing what. The event itself has kind of just sprung upon us. This guy Duncan, who we're immensely grateful to, basically like set up the petition and spoke to the Southbank Centre, set up the event. But he hadn't really like spoken to anyone about it. He like took the initiative, which is great. But then like he got in touch with us, and we've kind of like taken over the reins as people who have like the knowledge and like almost a bit more legitimacy, like to sort of really voice the campaign. The event itself is really just a way to make a bit of noise and announce the fact that we are now united and we're here together, and we're now moving forward going to be working towards our ultimate goal, which is one, to save Southbank, but two, to develop it and make it like a bit more sort of up to date, but in a way that kind of works in like unison and a bit more harmony with what's already here. Because we, you know, they want to move us to the Hungerford Bridge essentially, and like, I mean, people, it's kind of hard to give them a reason not to. Like, oh, they're going to give you a space down there. Like, we understand. Like, we're like grateful that they're willing to like work with us, I guess. But one question is, why can't they put the retail down there if that's where they're going to move us? Two, if we're here as part of their arts and culture, you know, centre, and they see us as an art form, skateboarding can only exist as an art form when we are skateboarding in an environment that wasn't originally designed for us. That in itself is what the art is, I guess, if you want to call it that. As soon as you build a purpose-built place just for it, you lose all of that. So the whole point of it will just be gone. And also, it's a different scene. You know, there's all different scenes of people who skate in skate parks, and it's a little different to street skating. You know, the skaters who skate here are street skateboarders because it's a street spot, and we use this as a base to go from where we're at and like filter down into the city and do our business. We start here and we end here. You know, and this is where the new talent is found. This is where like the professionals and the aspiring professionals train, and like the fact that it is a little bit quirky and like everything's a bit rough and it's an actual street spot makes them completely prepared for the task in hand when they head out into the streets.